got quite a few good kids coming on tonight. I mean, they're all good kids, but you know, we got some good volunteers for this tonight.
Yeah.
So I'd like to focus with them on, you know, what they're doing to pass the time, like what's helping them to pass the time, and constructive things, like things that they can give advice to other kids on what's helping them to stay faithful to the church and to their prayer life and things like that. Because these kids are a little bit older, so they, you know, I feel like they'll have a little more to offer on more specific things.
Yeah.
Definitely. I was reading another post I saw, and it was talking. It was a quote from C.S. Lewis. So maybe we'll start with that before a kid comes on. That he was talking about the post living in an atomic age now, because he wrote it in an essay after World War II. And it kind of fits with not to compare this to World War II, but just to compare it to the feeling that we don't have control over anything and how we should be living our lives during that. This is his thoughts on that. And I'll just insert where he put, well, I'll just read it. I'll read it as he put it with the atomic bombs and stuff. So the first action to be taken is to pull ourselves together. If we are all going to be destroyed by atomic bombs, in his case, let that, when it comes, find us doing sensible and human things, praying, working, reading, listening to music, bathing the children, maybe not in these kids' case, huh? Praying, unless they're helping younger kids, playing tennis, chatting to our friends, and a game of darts. Not huddled together like frightened sheep and thinking about the end of the world. This may break our bodies, but this need not dominate our minds. I loved that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know, those people had that reality that the world could end at any moment. You know, we have this foreboding feeling of maybe being ill or someone in our family being ill, but not like the end of the world necessarily. So we got to find ourselves doing constructive things. There's so many things, positive things we could be doing now. And like we've found that, I'm sure you have found that over the last few weeks, Erin's still working and you're still working. I guess we're all still kind of working, but not me as much as you guys. But finding time for other things that we didn't normally have time for. So I think these kids are feeling that too.
We're doing routine, you know, like we still have somewhat of, well, especially Erin, it's a full routine with patients and stuff. And I've got a set routine by being in the office, you know?
Right. And so I think a lot of people are have to develop new routines, and it does become a new normal. It's weird. You find your groove like in this new world, you know, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of changes as we go back out into the world that we're going to have to get used to as well, you know?
Yeah. And I think that's very true. Yeah. Right.
So how are you doing?
Watching the news, they were saying,
how is work going?
Work has been very busy. Yep. You know, exactly. We have patients coming in and, you know, it's interesting to see the dynamic there as well, that a lot of them really do come in. Obviously they need therapy, but they're really looking for human connection. Like you can tell that they're all missing that in their lives, you know, that for many, it's the only, you know, they're like, well, I go to the grocery store and I come to physical therapy, you know, so.
It's like a day out.
Yes, exactly. Right.
I know, it's like when you see people on the street, if we go for a walk, you see people are so willing to say hello and, you know, talk to you across the street, you know, at a distance, but like, you just want, like, we need like interaction.
Right. Yep. Absolutely.
It's like we're craving it all right now.
For sure. Yep.
My parents just came back from Florida, so they finally came back. So they're supposed to be self-quarantining right now.
Oh, yes.
But that's difficult. It's difficult to stay away from grandkids and kids and family and, you know, very difficult.
Yeah. I know I had a little pizza party with my sister and brother-in-law and her kids yesterday afternoon. And, you know, my niece who's, you know, drew the line in the driveway, and we were sitting on one side and they were sitting on the other. And it was, you know, we had the table in the middle where we put the pizza boxes and, you know, really, encouraging and showing them, and especially for Grace to show her the boundaries and how, you know, and it was like, what is going on, you know, but it was so wonderful at the same time, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
That was a creative way to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. I think people are starting to think outside the box because they're like, I can go sit on someone's front lawn and talk to them from my car.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I took Lily for a drive the other day and saw one of my cousins. So they were in their car and we were in our car and just
Yep.
like talking back and forth, you know? So that was nice. So I was like, oh, someone I know. Great.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, it's true.
And Erin got to see the house yesterday too.
Yep. Yep. I did. We got a tour of the new rectory in process. Yep. It's going to be beautiful. Absolutely. It's all coming together. I think everyone will be shocked. I know even just driving up and seeing it, because I don't drive past there on a regular, I don't have any reason to be up that end of town. And so just seeing, the paved driveway and the changes outside, you could tell, that a lot of work has been done. Yeah.
Yeah. Moving. It's moving.
That must feel good, Father.
Do they have an anticipated date
at least
when
it's
it might be done?
Getting going, getting close. Yeah, well, they've been saying the end of May. I say June.
Okay.
At some point, maybe
Okay.
by June 1st or whatever. I've been saying that all along. They've been saying May. I'm saying June, just because of the delays, and you never know. And with all this happening, a few little small snags here and there, but I guess he's anxious to get it done too,
Yeah. It's freezing up sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I thought maybe it was just mine.
Yeah. Hopefully, there's a lot of meetings going on tonight, so it's a little lagging.
Yeah.
Hopefully it stays good.
What time is the first student on?
So Luke is coming on at 6:40. So he should be logging on shortly. So Luke's at 8th grade at Mercy Mount.
Yeah.
Luke.
Yep. So he's in first confirmation this year. Yeah.
Yes.
And he's going to be a new altar server too. He never got a chance to start because of all of this,
Yeah, he jumped right into a lot of different things at the church.
Which is good.
Yeah, that's great.
I baptized him this summer.
Yes.
Yeah.
2019. So that's cool.
Yeah.
And he received First Communion as well. Not long after that.
First Communion as well. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think right around this, I think we did a private baptism because he's older and stuff, and then following Sunday received First Communion with no fanfare. Just came up and received.
All right. Well, here he is. I'm going to let him in, and we can chat with him for a few minutes.
Great. Okay.
Here he comes. Hi, Luke. I'm going to turn your camera on. See you there, Luke?
Yep.
Hello.
How are you?
How's it
Hey,
going?
How are you?
Great.
Good.
There he is. How's it going?
Good.
Yeah, miss you.
How are things going on at home, Luke?
What was it? I was just turning up my volume.
Oh, okay. How are things going at home?
Everything else wise, better than I thought it'd be. School wise, not as good as I thought it'd be.
Oh, really? Why's that?
I thought like schooling like online at home would be like much easier than like in class, like at school, but it just turned out to be the complete opposite, and they've given us so much more work. It's not like it's harder, but it's like it takes a lot longer. So it's like 2-hour assignments and stuff that would normally take 10 minutes in class.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
it's true.
tough.
I have to say, my kids say the same thing, Luke, that it definitely, I see them spending a lot more time than they said, right, if we were just in school, this would not take this amount of time. So I think that's true for a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Oh, Luke, when you're doing the online classes, for school, is like the whole class, can you see everybody in class or?
Like, so it depends like on the day, because some of the classes, some of the teachers do Zooms, like on certain days, like we have a whole schedule and stuff.
Okay.
On other days, it'll just be like an assignment that's posted on Google Classroom, and it's just like one assignment, you do it. There's no like interaction with the teachers or anything. It's just.
Oh, I gotcha. Yep.
Yeah.
That's hard because you're
Yeah.
used to a certain thing. You're at Mercy Mount, right? In 8th grade?
Yeah. Mhm.
So you're kind of like missing the end of your school year at your school.
Yeah,
Have you
they
always been
canceled.
at Mercy Mount?
They're probably gonna end up canceling the graduation party, but they already canceled our class trip, which they do every year. They canceled it for us.
Yes, yeah.
Too bad. That's hard.
The
So
only
that's
thing
probably
that
one of the things you're missing most is all this end of your time at Mercy Mount, basically. All of the fun stuff, huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
what everyone's hoping for though is that they cancel finals, but you know,
Yeah.
I'll find a way to
Yeah.
do it online.
What's
That
your
would be-
favorite part of all this?
What is it?
What's the best part of all this for you? Like being home and stuff.
Just kind of like the environment, just like kind
Yeah.
of being home.
Yeah.
Relaxed,
You're comfortable
huh?
being home by yourself?
Yeah.
You don't mind being home by yourself?
No, because my dad works from home, but like, and my mom's home most of the time.
Yeah.
Because like, at her office, they switch off days to go to work, so she only works 2 out of 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gotcha.
so she's still going into the office then?
Yeah, on Mondays and Tuesdays. So today and tomorrow,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing to stay close to the parish and your faith life right now?
We watch live mass every Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
You
Good.
enjoying?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of cool to be connected still by the watching the mass, and then you can see how many people are like signing in, how many people are watching. You don't feel alone, you know?
yeah, and it feels like good because you're not like not doing anything at all.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you developing like new routines at home?
I'm still kind of adjusting, but I'm starting to get down a routine.
Yeah.
Like all my
Yeah.
schoolwork, I get done the second that I wake up, as quick as I can, and then try to have the rest of the day.
What are you doing for the rest of the
Yeah.
day? What have you been doing to keep busy?
If I have like a test, I'll study a little bit, and then I play on my computer, and then I have dinner, and then my parents and I just watch movies and TV.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
So you're
Oh, you
still
watched the
connected with friends. That's good. I'm gonna admit Lucas Weber is waiting in the waiting room, so I'm gonna let him in too.
So as soon as, hey, Luke, as soon as you get back, we'll install you as a server too, once we get back to normal.
Okay.
Yeah,
That was disappointing because you were supposed to be, that was disappointing. You were supposed to do it, right around the time that we stopped having masses.
Yeah, the first mass that
I
we
know.
had online, and that was the one I was supposed to serve.
Yeah,
at.
I know.
That's sad.
Yes, that was too
And I
bad.
think one of the last events that we had as a with youth ministry was Elisha Project, and you were there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
we had so many things coming up. I feel like that we had to push back. Some canceled. I mean, we can't really do some. Oh, Lucas is in the church over there. Look at that. Hear us, Lucas?
Yes.
Hey, how you
Oh,
doing?
there he is.
He's in
Oh.
the church.
What are
Cool.
you doing? What are you doing in church?
That's amazing. Good for you.
Where'd he
I love
go?
that.
That's
So
clever.
Luke, before you sign off, can you tell us one thing that you would recommend to other teens that might be struggling during this time, how to keep faithful to either their prayer life or the church, or what would you recommend that kids do? What's some advice you could give?
I'd say probably try to stay to like your routine. Like if you would pray every night, just continue praying every night. And if you go to mass every Sunday, then just continue doing it like on the live streams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Good advice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
I think
though
it's
you're-
really important to have routines and to keep your day kind of scheduled so that you're not getting discouraged, because then you feel like you didn't get to anything or do certain things that you wanted to do because
Yeah.
your routine's all off. But I feel like if we make a schedule and like work those things in, like mass on Sundays, praying at night, like you said,
Yeah.
then that's really important. That helps a lot. Well, thanks for being on, Luke. Did you want to say something, Father?
No, I was going to say, I like your advice, Luke, about having your own routine, because that's what you have to do to kind of get through this. Develop a routine.
Absolutely.
Yep, very true.
Well, thank you, Luke. We will see you soon, hopefully.
All right.
And thanks
Yeah,
for signing
take care.
on.
Yeah, good to
you.
see
Have a great night.
Great
too.
talking to you.
Yes. What's going on, Luke?
Hey, this
Hello.
is Bob.
You got the church all behind you. That's wonderful.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a mess behind it, but
Is
But
that
the
why you
church
have
looks good.
what?
Is
The
that why
church
you have
looks
the
good.
background?
Yeah, that's no.
Yeah. How's your family? How's things at home?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing scout merit badges a lot.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing?
Scouting merit badges.
Oh, awesome.
Like
way to use your time, huh?
yeah, I did I'm doing aviation and then programming.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You're getting more done than I am, Lucas. Good for you. That's fantastic.
Yes.
That's great to try to do. I was going to say, one of the things that kids can do is like try to get ahead on some of the things that they already belong to. My kids belong to Civil Air Patrol, and they're trying to rank up while they're home because they can take tests and do other things. Is that how you do it for Scouts?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fantastic. Good for you. What else is going on? What's there? How's your brother?
The usual.
Not the usual.
Everybody getting along at your house?
Yes.
That's good.
Our refrigerator's almost empty, but
Uh-oh. Time for a grocery store run for you.
it's the emptiest it's ever been.
Oh, no.
That's because you guys are home all the time eating.
It's good though because we're eating everything, and then
Yeah, I know it. I can imagine.
we're gonna have apples for breakfast, cucumbers for dinner.
Nice.
It'll be healthy anyway.
Wow, you still have fresh stuff. Good for you.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Do you think we're gonna have Steubenville, Lucas? Tell me yes.
Yes.
Thank you. I guess we'll find out. Supposedly we're gonna find out soon. It's really not up to us though, right?
Yeah.
I know it.
See, that's the worst part for me is not being in control of anything, and that's terrible for me because I like to be in control of everything, which is,
No, you're
I
in
guess
the
that's
video.
God's, like, you know, for me right now. So what's the worst part of it for you, Lucas?
Say that again.
What's the worst part of this for you?
Not seeing my friends. Well,
Yeah.
seeing them, but like virtually.
Right.
Yeah.
Not being able to hang out.
Yes, and or if the 8th grade graduation's still on.
I know.
Or not.
I should have had a seniors night for the 8th graders, huh? Because I'm going to do a special seniors edition next week. I should have had these 8th graders on then because they're missing all their graduations.
I know
Yeah.
it.
Right. The last year at their schools, you know, and exactly. It's missing out on a lot of big things, and they'll probably do something for graduation, just not how it used to be or what you thought it used to be like, right. It'll be somewhat different, you know, which is a little bit exciting. It's scary and exciting too, because I think it gives a new perspective. I know having a son who's a senior in high school, exactly. It's different. I see Miss Madeline's joining us.
Yes.
Hi.
I
Hi,
had to
Madeline.
change your name. It said Veronica. Veronica's on for a second.
How you doing, Madeline?
I'm good. How are you, Father?
Good. Good to see you.
She's in the other room.
That's funny.
So Lucas, what have you guys been doing to keep in touch with the church and your prayer life and stuff?
Doing virtual masses.
Good.
Yes, and we all crowd into one room, and the dog sleeps on us. And yes, and then my dad goes to the church.
Yeah,
But-
he's there all the time.
Yeah.
Please
So,
thank your
yes.
dad for all the work he's doing to get the mask to us.
Yes.
Yes.
It's wonderful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my dogs like being at mass too, Lucas. They do.
No.
And a couple weeks ago at communion, they like stood up and stood one behind the other, and we just all laughed hysterically. It was like they were getting in line for communion. We have no idea why they did it and what happened, but it was pretty
Yeah.
funny. Yeah.
My dogs, they want, well, I have one dog. He's like my toddler when I used to bring toddlers to mass. I have to give him crackers to be quiet so he's not bothering us the whole time at mass.
That's funny.
So Lucas, before you sign off, what's one piece of advice you could give us to help us stay sane and connected to God during this time?
Go to virtual mass and give yourself like a break during the day to just
Oh, yeah.
relax, and also exercise too.
Good.
Oh,
Good advice.
What do you do for
excellent
exercise?
We usually do a bike ride, go up to
Oh, good.
McCourt, and then go up around the streets.
Oh, nice. Good.
cool. It's awesome. Well, thanks so much, Lucas, for signing on.
Thank
I
you.
hope to see you
Yeah,
soon. Tell
thank
your
you.
dad we said thank you. Say hi
Okay.
to everybody at your house.
Okay, bye.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Bye.
good to see you. Yeah.
All right, Miss Madeline, you're in the hot seat. So, what's been going on at home?
Just been like relaxing a lot of break.
I think Madeline's the one who loves, like, if she could choose a lifestyle, this would be it. She is in her glory
I love it.
as an introvert. It's like the best thing that ever happened.
It is actually pretty great.
And I mean, we're home a lot, so I mean, that's saying something.
I've been writing a lot. Work on I have my own books and stuff, so I've been doing that a lot in my spare
Oh,
time.
good.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good. It's good. A lot of these kids have things they've been working on, like Lucas with his badges and stuff. That's awesome.
I know it.
Grace Salamander waiting, so I'm gonna let Grace in as well. There's Grace. Hi, Grace. How are you? We're chatting with Madeline and Father Joe and Mrs. Blaze.
Hi.
Hi,
How are
Grace.
you?
Oh,
Yep.
Oh.
There you go.
there she is.
So Madeline, obviously your favorite part of being home is having all this extra time to write your books and stuff, but what's the worst part?
Probably not getting to see my friends really.
Yeah.
I've been video chatting with them and stuff, but it's not really the same. And some of my friends I can't talk to virtually, so
Yeah. It's tough because yeah, you can't, some people you can't, my in-laws don't have smartphones and stuff. So we call them, but we don't have we can't FaceTime or they can't see the grandkids. So that's kind of tough. How about you, Grace? What's the toughest part for you?
Probably not being able to see my friends. Also.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Good to
Good to
see
see
you.
you too.
How's your family, Grace?
They're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are things at home? Everybody good?
Yes.
That's good. What's your favorite part of being at home?
Probably that I get to bake a
I
lot.
forget, Grace, what grade are you in now?
I'm a freshman.
Okay.
So Grace,
Yeah.
so Grace is at Cumberland, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you like to bake a lot? Get a lot of baking?
Yeah.
What do you bake?
Like brownies and stuff like that from packages.
Nice.
Good.
And
What
then
do
do
you-
you eat them all, Grace?
Yes.
I hope you're exercising, Grace.
I go for runs too, so it's okay.
Good for you. There you go. That makes it okay.
What are you missing most from school?
My teachers and just being able to see people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the toughest part, I think.
Yeah.
It is.
Now, do you have brothers and sisters at home?
I have a twin brother and a younger brother.
Yeah, so we got some activity there.
Yep.
Yeah, you're busy. So Madeline, I know what we're doing, but you can tell them what you're doing for your own prayer life and on your own time.
I've been praying a lot. I time each day. Like usually at night before I go to bed, I say like a decade of the rosary, and then like I do a little journaling. I have like a Sunday journal that I do each day, and then I do that like each night. And then in the mornings we usually say prayers too, but that's more with my family.
Good for you. That's good.
It's cool. How about you, Grace? What are you guys doing to like stay in touch with your prayer life and faith life at home?
We've been watching Mass every Sunday, and I do prayers before I go to sleep.
Good. Good.
It's good. I'm glad to hear that. Like, kids are taking the initiative to like be more involved in their own prayer life, because it's going to be your choice. It's nice that you're taking the initiative with that. It's really good. Keeps you connected, keeps you positive. It keeps you like realizing that God's in charge and the event is going to be over, you know? So if you guys could offer like one piece of advice for other teens on how to stay close to God, how to stay positive during this, what would you say? How about you, Grace?
Probably that if you have your faith, that everything will go the way you want to. You just have to believe in God and that He knows that there's a plan for everybody.
Nice. That's awesome. How about you, Madeline?
I'd just say like going to virtual mass, obviously, and then like just picking a time each day to like say a few prayers. Like you don't have to do anything like fancy, but just like pick a time that works for you. Like at night time works for me. I like some people could do it in the morning. I don't know, but just picking a time each day and reflecting like on the good things.
Yeah, definitely. I do think that helps a lot. Like whether, and like you said, pick something that works for you. Everybody's going to be different. Some people are morning people like myself, and I get up extra early to do it. And Madeline's up late doing hers because she's the night owl. So
Yep.
I
Some
think
of us
it
are
really
night
depends
owls.
on the
That's right.
person, like
Yep.
what works for them. It's going to be different for anybody. I think it's important to you guys to remember that God brings out the greatness from great suffering. And like, not that we're suffering a lot, but that He proved on the cross that there's going to always be a resurrection. That good is going to come from the worst evil possible, or the worst situations possible. And I think we're all going to come out better for that. Mrs. Passananti was talking last week on our video chat about how about during this time we have like this extra time for reflection, or some people do, and that we should use it to reflect on our lives and what's most important and what's our priorities, you know? So Grace, one last thing. So I was going to ask you, are you in sports?
Yes.
Yeah. So what are you missing right now?
Track and cross country.
Cross country. So that's hard.
Yeah.
That's a tough spot to be in, because you're missing all the things that you would normally be in right now.
Yes.
You still get out running though, right?
Yes.
That's
Right.
good. Yeah. At least you can keep
Yeah.
it up, you know?
Yes. I've been trying to do
Right.
that.
Yeah. All right. So last question for Madeline. We missed the passion play. So I wanted to give a shout out to all the people that were signed up to do the passion play, including Madeline, that weren't able to do it. And so it'll happen next year, and we'll be back at it. And what do you think, Grace? Do you think Bible camp's going to happen?
I really hope so. I love Bible camp.
Yeah. Yeah.
So much
It
fun.
will. I think it will. I'm not
I think
sure.
it
Well,
will,
I guess
too.
we'll find out. We're not in charge, huh?
I
Hi,
know. I
Drew.
wish we were.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, Grace and Madeline, if you want to sign out, thank you so much for being here and for chatting with us. And
Thank
hopefully,
you.
I know
Thank
I'll see
you.
Ellen soon, but we'll see you soon,
Bye,
Grace. Thank you
girls.
for
Great
volunteering.
seeing you.
Bye.
Good to see you guys.
Bye. Have a good night.
Me
Hi,
too.
Drew.
Hi.
Hey,
Drew.
how are you?
Hi, everyone.
How's
Hi,
it going?
Drew.
Good. How's everyone?
We're
Very
doing
good.
But you got
Going
Brady's old shirt on, huh?
Yeah, I got Brady's jersey on.
That traitor. What are we going to do without Brady?
I don't know. We're going to have to.
Better say that, 'cause that'll-
So how are things at home, Drew?
They're going good. Everything's pretty good.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How's school going? You're Fian, right?
Going good. Yep. I'm doing all my online classes lately and getting my assignments in.
Yep. Is Fian meeting every day, or do you have a break?
Your
or
ninth
how does it
grade,
work
Drew?
with your, remote
Yeah.
learning?
Yeah, I'm in ninth grade. Yeah, we've been like meeting every single day, and for this week we have like mini projects since it's like kind of April break for us, but it's not really. We still gotta do work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you?
Oh,
upset
this is
you're-
actually this is actually your break.
delay confirmation?
What was that?
Are you upset we're gonna have to delay confirmation?
Yeah, that's upsetting. Wish
Yeah.
we could do it sooner. Yeah.
That's a bummer. Mrs. Blaze, can you speak to that at all? Maybe
Yeah, well-
give some encouragement for us.
Yeah, well, absolutely. You know, we've gotten obviously the official word that we're canceled, and we don't have a reschedule plan yet. You know, I think it's time will tell, and you know, certainly as soon as we do get that information, we'll get that out to everyone. You know, but to hang in there and know that continuing to be, you know, part of the faith and practicing mass and your own spiritual and prayer life is really important through all of this. And you know, it's something for us, I think, to really look forward to. I think that's the other part of it. As much as there's that disappointment, I think there's also kind of an excitement and anticipation as to when it might happen, you know, and,
Yeah.
and so it gives you something to look forward to.
The bishop sent a notice around to us today, just reflecting on a lot of areas to the to everybody, actually to everybody, to the diocese, and he said, you know, confirmations right now are postponed to a later. We have no time. We have no
Right.
time yet. It's just that depends on the governor, you know.
Yes.
As when we
I
can
think
get.
everything depends on the governor.
Mhm.
We were all like waiting on the governor's words every day, you know, waiting to
Mhm.
see what she decides next. It's a very tough situation to be in, right?
Yeah.
It is, but it's important to know that
Favorite part of
obviously.
being at home.
What was that?
Am I timing out?
No.
I missed that.
What's the best part of being at home?
Probably I would say probably spending time with my family, because before I didn't have much time to do it because of all my schoolwork, my sports, and everything. So now I get to spend time with my family and do like board game nights, movie nights, and all these fun things.
Oh yeah, that's kind of nice, huh?
Hmm.
Now, how many
That's
brothers
cool.
and sisters do you have?
I have 0. I'm an only child.
Oh, you are? Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you're getting some time with your parents then.
Yeah.
That's
Cool.
good.
Yeah.
What sports do you play? What do you miss?
I play football and hockey.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
miss anything?
I couldn't hear that. What was that?
So are you missing any sports right now or no?
No, I don't have a spring sport.
Okay. So that's
what
good. At least
take a break.
you got some break time.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
But I have been doing like some workouts lately to like
Mhm.
get prepared for like the coming up seasons.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Great. So you're missing time at Thean right now. What are the things that you're missing the most?
Probably seeing the face-to-face interactions with like my friends, classmates, teachers, and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So I
Yeah.
don't get to see them very much. The only time I really do see them is like on FaceTime to play games with my friends, but like you still don't get that same connection.
Yeah, it's not the same.
different.
Hmm.
It's very difficult.
But you're able to still,
Yeah.
though, huh? Good.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam, how are
Hey,
you?
Adam. You hear us, Adam?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. We're chatting with Drew Aronson here too, Adam.
Oh.
How's everything going?
It's going pretty good.
Yeah?
Yep.
You're coping and making the best of it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep. Not too
So
bad.
we were asking Drew what his favorite things about being at home and staying at home are. What's yours, Adam?
I mean, it's been giving me a lot more time to like do things that like I couldn't do when I had school, like my hobbies and stuff like that. Like I've been going outside and just making stuff outside
Oh, good.
with like down trees in my backyard.
What are you making outside?
I made an axe throwing range because
Oh,
my
nice.
mom was going to R1 and like and do the axe throwing stuff.
I'm
Whoa.
coming to your house during the quarantine. Throw some taxes. That's awesome.
Be careful. Be careful with that.
Yep.
I don't want
I
to.
know you see all these things online that people are doing that they like have all this time for. So they're like you see all the strange things that people are doing, but that sounds amazing. Did you have plans to make an axe throwing thing,
No,
or that was just?
yeah, I was just watching YouTube, thinking of things to like do like while we were in quarantine, and that came up, so I just decided to make.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, yeah.
Nice. That
Something
sounds
new and different.
Yeah.
Is your sister home?
Yeah, she's home. She's been home for like 2 months almost, because they got like back from spring break, and then they just sent them right home right after that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So your dad,
That's
I
hard.
saw your dad in the office one day, and you said that she's home from college too.
Yeah.
You're in 10th, Adam, right?
Yeah.
So you're also missing confirmation because we're pushing that date out. We don't know till when. Mrs. Blaze was just offering some encouragement and saying that now we have at least something to look forward to. We don't know when it's going to be, but we're kind of at the mercy of the governor, just like everything else, and of this, virus. We asked Drew also what your favorite thing, or we already do that. What the worst part of being at home is, like, what's the thing that you're missing the most?
I'm probably missing my friends the most, and just like normal routine and stuff like that. Like, we recently, like, my outdoor track season like got canceled pretty much. So
Yeah.
we can't have that, and I'm just hoping that it doesn't like continue to next year, because like next year is like the biggest season for like junior year is like the biggest season for like college recruitment and stuff like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
What do you do in track, Adam?
I do distance, so I do 1500, 3K, 5K.
Good.
Hi. So Drew is at Fian and you're at LaSalle.
Yeah.
How are they doing their online remote learning?
So we've had like some teachers, it really depends. Some teachers do like 3 Zooms a week or like 2 Zooms a week, depending on the schedule rotation. And then mostly it's like you get an assignment, and it's either due in like 2 days. Like sometimes they give bigger assignments where you have 2 days to do it, and then some it's just like smaller assignments. But they try not to like load it on you, like just for stress reasons. Like they don't want people to be stressed like during this time. I mean, so it hasn't been that bad. So I mean, we're getting through it, so it's not bad.
Good.
Yeah.
I think we have Ilaria joining us. Hi,
Hey,
Ilaria.
how are you?
Hi, good, how are you?
Good.
All right. So now we have three Catholic school students. You're at Mount St. Charles, right, Ilaria?
Yes, I am.
All right. So we got Fian, LaSalle, and Mount St. Charles. Who wins?
Oh, they're not speaking up. They're not saying.
So what do you, Drew, let's go back to you. What are you missing most from the church? Because the last thing that you did that the youth were doing was Elisha Project. So thanks for doing that. Your dad was there that day too.
Yep.
What are you missing most about church and things that are happening at the church?
Definitely the masses. I definitely miss the masses because me and my family have been watching them on every Sunday on the TV. And I definitely do miss doing that every Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss you guys too. It's not the same. I feel lonely. You think you guys feel isolated? I'm up there by myself.
I know. It's such a weird feeling. How about you, Adam?
That's probably the same for me, because just like watching on TV, it's like it's not the same. It's just it doesn't have the same feeling. It's like kind of empty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we just had Grace Coleman on, and we were asking her what she thinks about Bible camps, because we were supposed to have meetings in a few weeks, but we're hoping. We don't know. We don't. It's tough because we don't know. You know.
I know. That would stink.
That would totally stink. So we're hoping that all of these events still happen.
Yeah.
And Ilaria, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I mean, I also have to agree that my mom and we watch the Mass weekly, but it's the same. I mean, we watch you, Father, and you do an excellent job, but just like the music, the environment, it's different not being in the environment with everyone.
Yeah.
But talk about the environment. We got it all decorated for Easter for everybody, though. It still looks like if you were there.
You guys did, yes.
Yeah, Mrs. Blaze, how is it in person?
Yeah, it absolutely, it's beautiful, of course, you know, and I think that made me miss it even more. Exactly. Having been there, you know, like we said earlier this past week, since I was the lector, and it was both, you know, great and exciting and exhilarating to be there, and sad at the same time, you know.
Yeah.
But to see it and all the beautiful decorations and the new Easter candle, and you know, it really, it's beautiful, and it feels, it's such a comfortable place and such a wonderful place to be. But definitely missing all the people, and that's, you know, that was the toughest part.
That's where you realize the church is the people.
Yep,
without
exactly.
Without
Yep.
that. That's what I grew an appreciation with being chaplain at Bryan and Rhode Island College is, you know, that we had no chapel. For most of my time there, it was just a room, but we had 80 to 100 kids coming every Sunday night, and that's the church. You know, that's without the people, it's like that's a big piece missing.
Exactly. You miss all the kids and all the interactions, and you know, the families of kids growing up, and like people always say to me and my kids, since we always kind of sit in the same place, and you know, and so it's interesting in all the families, you know. Exactly. You miss everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really tough. It's hard to be disconnected. It's like your second home. Like for us, it's our second home. We spend more
Absolutely.
time at the church sometimes than our house, like some weeks. It's crazy, but we're just wondering, like, what we want to know what you young people are doing too, like for your own prayer life and your own faith life as well. Are you guys doing other things too? How about you, Drew?
Yeah, I've been like just doing like fun activities with my family, pretty much. Just chilling around the house, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys spending any time in prayer, Adam?
I mean, I'll have to admit,
Aside from the axe throwing.
I haven't yet, but right now I actually have a project in religion, which is on Jesus's like miracles. So I've been just like researching that and stuff, and it's been cool to just learn more about like Jesus's life when he was alive and stuff.
Cool. That's great.
Yeah.
How about you, Ilaria?
I actually also have a project going on in religion right now. The class I chose this year was CAP, so it's a Christian Action Program where we can go out and do service in our community throughout the week during the school week. But since we haven't been able to go to school, my project is to like create a presentation and present it or send it to other schools to show what I've been doing during service and maybe give everybody else ideas to do things. But yeah, I mean, I've been able to spend a lot of more time with like nature. I've been going on a lot of walks. Yeah, a lot of walks with my dog.
Nice.
So good. That's good.
Yeah, you know, just getting some quiet time, whether it's in the backyard throwing an axe or taking a walk or taking a run, but just get that quiet time. That's also spiritual too, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Drew, if you were going to offer us before you sign out, because you've been on for a while, do you want to offer us a piece of advice? What would you advise other kids to do during this time to stay positive, to stay close to their faith?
I would definitely suggest to like say their prayers. Really appreciate that they have like God in their life and they're with their family at this time.
Yeah.
Some people in the world are like struggling with that, and definitely they should really appreciate that.
Excellent.
I think, having that spirit of gratitude is like such a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, thanks for being on, Drew. I don't know if anybody.
Thanks, Drew.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good to see you, Drew. You take it easy.
Yep. You too.
And we'll let you know when we hear about confirmation too.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Take care.
Yep.
Ilaria.
Yes. Hi.
So are you still doing figure skating too?
No, I actually haven't been. This is going, I think, on week 5 that I haven't been on the ice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for everyone, it's really,
Because that's
it's difficult, but we've been able to stay in contact.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Does that affect like your competing and stuff?
Oh, definitely, yeah. This summer, almost all the competitions, nationals, everything was canceled.
Oh,
But
that's
it's been a little difficult, but we've been able to do some team bonding on Zoom, so it's been nice. I have to say the coaches have done a really nice job.
right. Is that
Good.
going to affect like because you're going into your senior year, right, of high school?
Yeah.
So does that affect when you're applying for colleges and things like that, or no? I mean, I guess it's going to affect everyone.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to affect everyone, and I feel like during this time we can do a lot of things to replace kind of the competing aspects. I mean, I know my team, we were trying to do like a lot of Zoom meets, fun activities, still coordinate programs and everything. So I think we're trying to keep it as similar as we could, but I think colleges, I mean, I know I've heard from so many teachers and everything that they'll accept, you know, from the class of 2021 and above.
Yeah. That's cool. That's good that they're taking, they have to take it into account, and they know like how much hard work you've already done in the past few years, you know, doing your competitions before, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? What would you offer for advice to other teens like at this time? How about you, Adam?
Well, I've been going outside a lot, just like trying to keep active, and I run every day. So, I mean, it's nice just to be out there and
Good.
just like on long runs. Like I like the silence and stuff like that. It's just nice because you can just connect with like the nature and God and everything like that. So I think it's just like good to get outside. It also, you can clear your mind. Like sometimes being with your family can be stressful if you're doing too much.
Yeah.
No, don't say not.
And that's okay. Right.
Right.
That's part of family.
Oh,
right.
sure.
It's part of
Absolutely.
family. You need like time for yourself. We don't have that like distance that we normally get from our normal activities. So we got to create it by going for a run or doing whatever. So do you think in the fall they'll be able to reinstitute sports, Adam, at your school and stuff?
I think so. I mean, we don't really know yet, but I hope so.
Yeah.
It all depends on when the governor lets us go back.
Yeah.
It all depends on Gina.
Yep.
Yeah. She's a graduate of LaSalle too.
Yeah, her daughter's in my grade.
Oh, she is? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. I didn't realize she was that old. I didn't realize she had a 10th grade daughter.
Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Gina Raimondo graduated with my brother, who was 2 years ahead of me. And now, so that would make her kids old enough to go to high school. My niece is at LaSalle as well, and is a freshman. So
Yep.
my family are all LaSalle grads. So kudos to you. Thank you so much, Adam, for being on.
Thank you.
Ilaria, how about you?
Thank you. Good to see you.
Adam.
Good to see you too.
Bye, Adam.
Bye.
Bye.
So Ilaria, you're the oldest kid we have on tonight. Thanks so much for volunteering.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm so glad to see you guys. I miss seeing you all at church on Sunday.
Same here.
I used to see you more at 11:30. Are you still altar serving at 11:30?
I am still altar serving at 11:30. I think there were some mix-ups with the schedules because I remember my mom had to change the schedule a few times. But yes, I'm definitely still on.
Yeah, definitely.
Because our family switched to the 8:30, so we don't see you guys anymore as much. So it's been a while actually since I've seen you.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see you.
I always tell everybody too, when you're there, just check for me because sometimes I need service. They don't show, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely.
So what would you recommend to other young people in this situation that might be struggling with being at home and might need a little extra reliance on God?
I would definitely say to cherish this time that we have together as a family. I know my generation, everything we have is very fast and quick paced, and we have sports and activities, but I would really say to cherish the time you have with your family and be grateful for, you know, having the opportunity to be home with them, because not all the time you get to see your family or Zoom people that you know. And I have to agree with Adam that you also really should cherish nature. I don't get to cherish it as much as I want to, but I really like my nature walks.
Yeah. That's
I'm
beautiful.
sure with
Thank you
such
so much.
busy school schedules and
Mhm.
right, skating schedules and everything else that you normally have. Exactly. I'm sure that this is a huge change for you in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I have to say though, I love being home with my mom.
Yeah.
It's nice. We get to do baking together. She's teaching me family recipes, so
Nice.
it's
That's
really, I
great.
really like
Good
it.
for you.
Yeah, we're
That's
doing a lot of
awesome.
cooking in this house too. Right.
Yeah. So she's probably got a lot of Italian recipes, right?
Yeah, she does.
What are you baking?
Well, my grandmother came over too, so we've been making different bolognese sauces.
It's a difficult time with the special too.
What? Sorry.
I think we missed you, Father. It timed out.
Oh no, I was just saying, I think when all of this is done, as difficult a time as it is, we'll look back and say it was a special time too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. Even though it's a difficult time, to try and find the
Yep.
positive things to come out of it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much, Ilaria.
Thank you for. I'm so excited I did this. I haven't been able to do something like this before, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm really glad
Yeah.
that you did. So I appreciate it, and it's nice to see you.
Yes.
It's nice seeing you.
Thank
too.
you.
Dude, thank
Of
you.
course.
All right.
Bye.
Take
Drive
care.
safe, guys.
Tell your mom I said
Bye-bye.
hi.
I will. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hang in
Bye.
there. What a sweet girl.
I love these kids.
Yeah,
Such a great group
Yeah.
of kids. Absolutely.
they
I
are.
mean,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
you can't
It
put
was
it
great.
better. Like the wisdom that they offer is like, it's, I love it. It's just so
Yeah.
nice to see them. Cherish the
Yeah.
time, spend time in nature,
Yeah.
be grateful for what you have. Like so
Mm-hmm.
many beautiful things like they offer to people. So it's like, I got to start listening to them.
Yes.
Because I think it's true. Their
Yeah.
lives are so busy and so scheduled and so, it's definitely evolved into that and so technology based, which is a little bit tough because they're dependent on that to connect with their friends in school right now. But on the same token, they're just totally stepping away from it and going on walks and being outside and doing those kinds of things. So.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to hear though that they miss the knowing
That was great.
knowing the way that they've grown up in the current society with all this technology and being able to text their friends and and just be in touch with them all the time. It's nice to see that like even today's generation still wants to see their friends, still wants to be with them, still wants to do things with them, and not just have the technology for interacting. So that's it's hear from every single one of them that they want and to be with their friends and see their friends.
Right.
Yep. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Well, this is great. Veronica, thanks for arranging this. And Erin, this is excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next week we'll be doing a special seniors night. And
Oh, good.
Okay.
What
we
night is that
contacted all
going to be?
seniors that we know to try to get a special senior edition together.
Yeah.
Perfect.